Have you ever heard of shogi? It's a fascinating game with a rich history, similar to chess but with its own unique twists. Shogi, a strategic board game from the land of the rising sun, is often referred to as Japanese chess. This game is no new kid on the block. It boasts a long history, having evolved considerably over the centuries. From its humble beginnings to its current form, shogi has captivated minds and hearts alike. Let's dive into the captivating history of shogi, shall we? Shogi, as we know it today, started to take shape in the 15th century, but its origins can be traced back even further. The seed of shogi was sown in the fertile grounds of 6th century India with the game of chaturanga. Chaturanga, a battle simulation game, was the progenitor of all modern chess games, and shogi was no exception. As trade routes expanded and cultural exchange flourished, chaturanga migrated eastward, morphing into different forms as it passed through various cultures. When it reached China, the game evolved into xiangqi, incorporating elements of Chinese warfare and philosophy. The pieces began to represent different military ranks, and the board was divided into 2 territories by a river, reflecting the geographical realities of conflict. From China, the game traveled to Korea, where it transformed into jangi. Jangi retained the military theme, but introduced a new piece, the cannon, adding a fresh layer of complexity to the game. Finally, the game sailed across the seas to the shores of Japan, where it eventually morphed into shogi. The Japanese variation retained the essence of its predecessors, but introduced a unique feature: the ability to use captured pieces as one's own, mirroring the feudal Japanese practice of turning prisoners of war into allies. From these ancient beginnings, shogi has developed into a game loved by millions. Once shogi arrived in Japan, it began to take on a life of its own. In the heart of the 15th century, shogi underwent a significant transformation that distinguished it from other chess-like games. The introduction of the drop rule, a unique feature that allows captured pieces to be returned to the board as part of the capturer's forces, added a fresh layer of complexity and strategic depth to the game. This innovative rule turned the tide of many a shogi match, turning apparent defeat into sudden victory, and vice versa. As the game evolved, so did its following. The 16th and 17th centuries saw the establishment of the professional shogi scene. During this period, several schools dedicated to mastering and teaching shogi were founded. These schools, known as ryu, nurtured some of the greatest shogi players of the time. The intense rivalries between these schools, each with its unique strategies and styles of play, further spurred the development of the game. In the 17th century, the Tokugawa shogunate, a military government that ruled Japan, recognized shogi as a beneficial exercise for strategic thinking. The game was henceforth encouraged among the samurai class, and it became an integral part of their education. This endorsement by the shogunate elevated the status of shogi, transforming it from a pastime into an art form. Through the centuries, shogi has been passed down through generations. It has survived periods of upheaval and change, and has remained a beloved part of Japanese culture. Each generation has left its mark on the game, refining the rules, developing new strategies, and contributing to the rich tapestry of shogi history. The evolution of shogi in Japan is a testament to the game's enduring appeal and its capacity for reinvention. From the development of the drop rule in the 15th century to the establishment of the professional shogi scene in the 17th century, shogi has been refined and developed over centuries to become the game we know and love today. Today, shogi holds a special place in Japanese culture and has gained popularity worldwide. It's not just a game anymore, it's a symbol of strategy, intellect, and tradition. In Japan, it's enjoyed by everyone, from children to the elderly, and has a vibrant professional scene. Meticulously honed skills are showcased in high-stakes tournaments, where grandmasters of the game compete for prestige and honor. Outside Japan, shogi has been embraced by a growing number of enthusiasts. The game's complex strategies and unique rules have attracted players from across the globe, sparking international tournaments and study groups. And it's not just about competition. Shogi is also used as a learning tool in schools, teaching kids about strategy, patience, and critical thinking. So whether you're a professional player, an avid enthusiast, or just a beginner, shogi has something to offer. From ancient origins to modern popularity, shogi truly stands the test of time. So there you have it. A brief history of shogi. We've journeyed from the game's humble beginnings in 15th century Japan, through its evolution as it adapted and changed over time, to the vibrant global community of players it boasts today. Shogi, a game of strategy and skill, continues to captivate minds, bridging the past with the present. Next time you play Shogi, remember, you're participating in a tradition that spans centuries.